What's up, YouTube? So since my last Christmas light video, I've had a few questions on how in the heck do you get the fuses out of the plug. So I'm going to show you a few tools that I use, and I'm going to show you how to get them out and put them back in. So here we go. Depending on what kind of tools you have laying around your house, you can use a tiny flathead screwdriver, a small pocket knife, large pocket knife, and pliers are always great, but if you don't, that's totally understandable. So the first thing that I like to use if you have lying around is a flathead screwdriver. So we'll take this flathead, push our door open, and voila, fuses. All right, first thing you want to notice is that these fuses are held in with brass little brackets inside there. That's why these things can be really difficult to get out sometimes. So take your flathead in on the brass inside. Don't use the door side. Stick it in on the brass, the cord side, excuse me. So take your flathead, stick it in the cord side, and pry up. Same thing with the second one. Take it in there and pry up. The reason these are very difficult sometimes is because of that little brass fitting right in there. It holds these things snug in place. Now, if you have pliers, this is where our pliers come in. Take your fuse, gently pull out. There you go. There's your fuse. Same thing with the other one. Grab it real good. Make sure that when you're grabbing these, grab them with the silver end. Don't ever grab in the middle or you're gonna break your glass. If it's a bad fuse, then it doesn't really matter. Oh, and a good way to tell if fuses are blown, just take a look at the fuse. Inside the glass, they kind of act like light bulbs, so there'll be a little discoloration in the middle. But these things come with packs and packs of these replacements, so you can always put a different one in. Okay, so putting the fuse back in. Just take it with your fingers or pliers or whatever you have, and always try to stick the end of the fuse toward the brass bracket first. Oh, excuse me, not the brass bracket first, the other end. So stick it in this end first, just like that. Push down as far as you can into the other end. We'll take this one, stick it down into the other end, just like we did the first one. Then we take our tool and we press it into the brass bracket. So press it down on the metal. There's that. Make sure the other end. Then we take this in, push it in, push it in. Make sure they're seated real well, that they're not popping back out. Sometimes if you don't have them in there, they'll just float right back out. And then we're done. Close it back up. You're good to go. Now, if you don't have a tool like that, you can always use a knife. Just be very careful when you use a knife not to cut yourself. So you can pry this back open, take your knife, wedge it in the brass bracket side, pop right up. If you don't have a pair of pliers, after you pop that up, you can also wedge it in like this, and it'll come right out. Just grab it with your fingers. There you go. Hope everyone enjoys. Give me some feedback or videos you'd want to see in addition to this. See ya.